Okay, guys, I have one question for you. Did you actually watch the Oscars last night? If your answer is no, not to worry. You weren't the only one. Because the Oscars last night was a disaster from a viewer's standpoint. We have the numbers from the Oscars last night, and my goodness, it was an absolute disaster. The TV ratings for the Oscars was at an all-time low. Yes, you heard that correct. An all-time low TV rating. Now, this is what the numbers say right here. The 3-hour plus Kudocast averaged about 23.6 million viewers and a 5.3 rating among adults 18 to 49, well below the 29.56 million and 7.7 for the 2019 awards ceremony. So look at that, a substantial 2.6 rating drop and around 6 million people less than in 2019. What does this tell me? These numbers just tell me that Hollywood's failure is now complete. They are so far out of touch with the audience, with the fan base. And I really do think that it's safe to say that the Oscars themselves is nothing more than a political show disguised as an award show. I remember back in the day, if you won an Oscar, Best Picture, Best Director, it meant something. That was a huge badge of honor, and it took you a long way in your career. But nowadays, even getting nominated for an Oscar really doesn't mean much at all. It doesn't. And that's probably one of the reasons why I stopped watching the Oscars back in 2004. It's a joke. It's a bunch of political pandering, a bunch of rich people telling you that you're bad because you should be thinking this way. They want you to think the way they do. Even Joaquin Phoenix, who I like, he gets up there and he's basically saying it's bad to milk a cow. How do we get from you winning an award for Best Actor to you preaching to us about milking a cow? And that's bad. They're so far out of touch with the average person. People watch these award shows the same way they go to movies. They go to movies to be entertained. They watch award shows to be entertained. And the entertainment value is just not there anymore. The box office was down this year, just like it was last year. The Oscars are all-time low right now, but I'm not surprised because political pandering, being woke, is more important than anything. And it was on full display last night. I mean, my goodness. Brad Pitt, Joaquin Phoenix, Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman wearing a dress, acknowledging female directors who she felt weren't represented by the Oscars. I don't know how that works. I mean, the Oscars have their own voters and everything, I guess in all countries too, I believe. They didn't get nominated. But think of this. If you want to make a political statement, you're just going to alienate a bunch of people that watch movies. Just cut it out. Just stop it. Hollywood, you're destroying yourself from within because we all know that you truly don't believe in all this woke nonsense you're actually speaking. How many years now have the Oscars been completely political, completely woke? And they say the same things every year. We need more representation. We need this. We need that. But yet, it's the same thing every single year. The Oscars, to tell you the truth, Oscars So White was always trending the last couple of years. The Oscars So White. The Oscars are always going to be white. It just is. For one thing, 70% of the United States is white. There's just going to be more white people than black people, than other Hispanic people, Indian people, whatever. It's just more people out there. That's the way I think of it. Now, I know that Parasite won Best Picture. I can't really speak to the quality of that movie because I haven't seen it. But I'm really surprised that Joker and 1917 didn't win. Now, it's a foreign language film, and it actually won the Oscar. Congratulations to them. I really appreciate the director and his speech. He didn't get political. And trust me, a lot of Asian people don't get political. A lot of Asian people aren't woke. And he got up there. He said what he had to say, and he got off stage. You know, he wasn't telling us about climate change and milking cows and we need more representation. There aren't enough women. That's all you ever hear from the American actors. But yet, they don't truly believe in what they say. At least I don't think they do. They haven't proven anything because nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And I think the American people see that also. That's why the ratings are now at an all-time low. Because political pandering, talking about Trump's impeachment, which is already over, and nobody expected him to get impeached. Well, removed from office. He got impeached, but he wasn't removed from office. But Hollywood is just so out of touch with everyone. So out of touch with every single person that buys a ticket. So 2020 is a big year. They better get their act together or else it's just going to be the same old thing. The 2021 Oscars could actually reach an all-time low if Hollywood doesn't get their act together. I don't need a sermon watching an award show. I don't need to be preached to with political messaging in a movie. I don't. That's why I'm really tuned out on Star Wars right now, because I really love Star Wars, but the sequel trilogy was all about pandering. That's all it was. That franchise is almost ruined right now. Thankfully, The Mandalorian is good and things like that, but for the most part, I'm out on Star Wars. It's not the same anymore. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? The Oscars reach an epic all-time low. I'm not surprised. Maybe you were. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.